Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Brian. Always a pleasure being your host on the channel where we try to keep you on the right side of the market. Friday, I did a video, my first 2026 stock pick. Tonight's going to be my second pick, and I've actually got to give credit where credit is due. I thought I was the first person to mention this stock on the channel, but Glenn, as we all love him to death, he actually had brought up this stock 5 years ago, back in 2021, and he didn't have the best opinion of that position. And honestly, he was right. The stock didn't do much for years until I started talking about it again last fall, just about a year ago from now. The importance of rare earth and critical minerals for national security and supply chains in the United States is garnishing a lot of attention for these companies. So tonight's pick, UAMY, company I've talked about on the channel quite a bit since then, right? So tonight's presentation, we're going to dive right into this VectorVest system, show you some of the other stocks in this space, and I'll let you make that decision for yourself. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want some exposure to these hot stocks in 2026, let's get started.
We're in the category of critical minerals. There's critical minerals and there's rare earths. And so the public really needs to understand there's a significant distinction. Critical minerals, as an antimony producer, we're number one on the DoD's critical mineral list.
All right, we're in the VectorVest software, and I'm going to make this point very clear. Not saying go out, buy it today. Stick to the end. You can see exactly why I would wait if you haven't already started your UAMY position, at least as far as investment position, right? Swing trading, the stock can open up a lot of opportunities when it comes to swing trading. Now, as far as the stocks here, if we take a look, these stocks are in order by value, safety, and timing. Relative value looks at long-term price appreciation. RV, RS is relative safety, just an indicator of risk. RT is our technical indicator, looking at the short-term price trend. So RV and RS focus on the company's fundamentals. RT, the company's technicals. And then we put that in a master indicator, VST. And look at this, UAMY third in the list right now. So it is showing great combination of these three attributes, but look at the weakness, the technicals, right? This stock went parabolic to $20 and has came back now to a more reasonable price, currently trading at $6.44. So I do like this opportunity, but just know a little bit aggressive with so much momentum to the downside. So we're going to take a look at some levels here in just a moment. Now, as far as the stock, the reason why I like it more than any of these other stocks here, look at the sales growth rate, 238%. Next to UUU, it's the second on the list, by far leading the charge here. And look at the earnings growth rate, 50% is the number one stock in this list. And that's going to take me to our valuation here. If we take value divided by price, this will give us a ratio. If the ratio is above 1, the stock is undervalued. If this ratio is below 1, the stock is overvalued. Well, at no surprise, with rare earths and critical minerals making the headlines in 2025, and I have a feeling this problem is far from over, investors are willing to pay a premium. So just like Friday's video, manage that premium. Another reason why I like the stock so much, look at the list here. 0.66 is actually the most undervalued of all of these stocks. In this list here, half of the list does come from the original rare earth video I did about a year ago. Well, I did add some other names here just for comparison reasons. So now let's go ahead and jump in the chart and see what opportunities on the horizon when it comes to this stock. If you're an investor trying to find yourself on the right side of the market in 2026, well, there's no better time than take advantage of VectorVest holiday sale. 30 days access, just 99 cents. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT and act fast as this offer ends December 29th. As we've all probably learned in the past, timing is key, especially when it comes to investments in the stock market. Now, I did start UAMY, the chart, in 2021. This is when my good dear friend Glenn first started talking about this stock here. I did watch the video. He didn't say much about it, and I didn't find a video after it. He actually took this as an EV play, but he did notice that the stock had some troubling issues. If you take a look, earnings per share, flat, company overvalued. So he was right. As I scroll this up, not a lot of opportunity was given in 2022, 2023, 2024. However, this is when I started talking about the position when it broke to the upside in this descending channel. So let's talk about this stock. This is what you need to know when it comes to UAMY. Shortly after it broke the descending channel, we hit a high here, right? I'll continue to scroll this forward. In addition to that, look at the company, the valuation starting to tick up. The value was at 20 cents, jumping to 57 cents. The growth rate in earnings still at -7. Earnings per share starting to turn around, actually went positive when it comes to the forecasted EPS. As I continue to scroll forward, price action found a low here, giving us a trend line. In addition to that, shortly after the rally, you can see price action finding another high here. By this point, we had a channel identified. And if I continue to scroll forward, you can see UAMY playing this ascending channel to a T. And you can see my lines here. It's been a great swing trading stock. Now, the first time we broke above this channel, parabolic move to $8. On the pullback, yes, I did talk about potentially getting on this pivot play here on the top end of this channel. I did miss it because you see the gap up here. Essentially, there was some insider buying, which caused some momentum in the stock a little bit earlier than I expected, and I missed the trade. Now, that move did go up to $20 here, but look now, price action retested this channel, breaking the ascending channel. Now we are caught back in this channel here, looking for rejection right now at this channel. We'll see if we get above it. Yeah, if price action breaks above this channel here, we could get another parabolic move. The confirmation I'm looking at is around 821. This was the last trade setup I mentioned on UAMY here. Clearly, this was a level of resistance. This prior swing high came into fruition here as well. In addition, with the stock right now, I do currently see a head, shoulder, head formation in suit right now. So this little bottom line here, that's the bottom of the channel, right? Don't forget about this line because currently this line sits at around $3.21. So if we do get some rejection, yes, that line will move up as time goes forward, but that can create a headache in the short term. So in 2026, I am looking for UAMY to find the bottom end of this channel, put it back into a great valuation perspective as long as the value stands. And our valuation has been above $4 for. So this is what I see as one of the best UAM trade setups in quite some time, especially for my long-term investors. If you're trying to get in this stock at a better deal, closer to our valuation, see if we get the rejection. I know I could be greedy sometimes, but I've got the patience for this stock. Now, if I go to a one-year chart, we can see the 200-day and the trend line is moving in my support zone here. The bottom of that support zone is 414. The top of that support zone is $5.11. I do see price action potentially getting back in the support zone, and with a long-term trend line there and a 200-day moving average and a valuation that is appropriate for a hot stock and a hot space. This is exactly why UAMY is on my radar in 2026. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. I hope this puts you on the right side of the trade going forward when it comes to one of my best stock picks in 2025 with over 2,000% gain. If you made some money off this stock, whether it was investing or swing trading, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.
Hey VV Nation, if you want to take control of your financial future and make smarter investing decisions, you're in the right place. Here on the VectorVest channel, we cut out the guesswork. Just data-driven insights that work, showing you when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. And we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and every click helps grow VV Nation. So hit the subscribe, tap the bell icon, and start investing with confidence today.